It's 2:47 a.m. Wednesday. You're a trauma surgeon in a public hospital in Culiacan. 28 hours into your shift, 4 armed men storm into your operating room carrying a fifth, 3 bullets in his chest. A pistol lands beside your scalpel. Save him. If he dies, everyone dies. You operate for 4 hours. 2 bullets out. The third too close to the spine to risk. He survives. They leave. No police report. No paperwork. You convince yourself it's over. A week later, a well-dressed man knocks at your apartment. Polite smile, expensive watch. He recites your mother's address, your daughter's school schedule, your ex-wife's routine. No threats, just facts. They drive you to a ranch 2 hours outside the city. Armed guards. Past the main house, a concrete building hides a fully equipped operating room, better than your hospital's ER. Your handler, Rafa, explains the rules. You live here now. No leaving alone. 1 monitored call home per week. Say the wrong thing, the calls stop. Permanently. For 6 months, it's simple. The boss has hypertension, a bad knee, and a dangerous arrhythmia only you know about. Weakness at the top invites betrayal. You monitor him twice a week. He talks about retirement like it's possible. You nod and check his vitals. Then the real work begins. Gunshot wounds, stabbings, shrapnel. You operate in barns when the theater is busy. Ketamine, local anesthetics, veterinary sutures when supplies run out. A teenager with shattered legs. You save them. 2 weeks later, he's dead in a firefight. That's when you stop remembering faces. You're not healing people anymore. You're repairing equipment. One morning, the boss tells you he's on every wanted poster in the country. He needs a new face. You remind him you're not a plastic surgeon. You're whatever I need. You study reconstruction from downloaded journals. Practice on cadavers you don't ask about. 9 hours of surgery reshaping bone, jaw, nose. 6 weeks later, the swelling fades. The most wanted man walks through a military checkpoint unnoticed. He calls you laughing. Your hands made him invisible. After that, the requests escalate. Remove scars. Alter fingerprints with acid and grafts. You adapt. You always adapt. Then they bring in a man tied to a chair. An informant. They don't want him saved. They want him conscious while they hurt him. You refuse. Rafa calmly says your daughter's school name. You put on gloves. You monitor oxygen levels. Maintain blood pressure. Revive him when he faints. Everything you learned to preserve life is used to prolong suffering. When it's over, you sit alone staring at your hands. Same hands that once saved strangers. Years pass. You become infrastructure. You know everyone's medical secrets, addictions, illnesses, weaknesses. They can't release you because you know too much. They can't kill you because no one else can replace you. You survive by being necessary. Your daughter turns 14. You miss birthdays. You send money through intermediaries. You speak to her once a week on a monitored phone. Concrete walls listen to every word. Then comes the ambush. 22 a.m. The boss is shot. Abdomen shredded. They drive 90 minutes, instead of risking a hospital. By the time he's on your table, he's gray. You clamp arteries, transfuse blood stored beside cattle vaccines. 6 hours of flawless technique. It isn't enough. He dies at 4:17 a.m. 4 lieutenants watch silently, calculating whether you live or die. You explain clinically, blood loss, transit time. 1 nod saves you. For now. A new boss rises within 48 hours. Younger, paranoid. He replaces security, studies you carefully. He doesn't trust you, but he needs you. So you remain. 3 months later, war erupts. Rival factions, military involvement, helicopters. 200 soldiers surround the ranch. In the chaos, guards vanish. For the first time in 8 years, no one is watching. You walk across fields, down a dirt road, to a bus station. Cash hidden for years between layers of gauze buys your ticket. 18 hours to the border. Every stop, you expect armed men. None come. You cross into Texas. 3 days later, you're in a small town. No valid license. No identity that matters. The hands that rebuilt a cartel boss's face now stock shelves in a hardware store for $11 an hour. 6 months later, you see it on the news. Armed men entered a public hospital, forced a surgeon to operate. No investigation, You know what happens next. A man in a suit will knock on that doctor's door. He'll know the mother's address, the child's schedule. Monday will come. You turn off the TV. At work, your hands smell like cardboard instead of blood. It's the closest thing to freedom you've known in a decade. Some people sell their souls. Yours was taken, and the price was your daughter's school schedule.